Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The Demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. No, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just... There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
The boss has got a point.
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa, so as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well. But the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her. Yeah, you could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
Is something up, Traveler? Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Stop right there!
We knew you were going to be difficult!
Seems like if we want them to talk...
Brothers, there's no need to
Coming at ya! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Hey there! Attack! That's the way! Now, talk.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
How did it go, boss?
If you thought they stood... Anyway, stop.
We were discovered. And
Get revenge?
you actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand!
Indeed. You haven't got...
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh? You're pretty sure seeing you like that.
Listen, Callus, I am the current president of Spina di Ro... I won't press charges for your attack.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
But if you so much as think about pulling some...
All right. We get it.
Are you sure it's okay to
I don't want to. If the other side is.
I support Boss's decision as well. The cons.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. Then we could still have.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look.
I'd rather things not go that far.
Yep. That's how I. It's getting late already. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Sonde again? Even the.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water. We can still go out and.
Huh. Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if this.
Totally. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, he was a very ambitious man who rarely looked behind or beneath him.
And that's also why people hated him.
All right. Why don't you can use the same room as last time.
Yep, yep. Good.
Oh.
Oh, Paimon.
Finally on the right path.
Hello? Are you asleep yet? Oh, no, not at all. Wanna go fishing?
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything. Don't worry. You don't have to do any actual fishing if you're too tired. Just think of it as keeping me company. How does that sound? Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot. problem.
But shouldn't fishing be all about...
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler? That's how I feel as well.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour.
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina. My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Maloose and Silver were always there too. No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Maloose come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities. Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
You want Paimon to help too?
Stop wasting time! The boss will go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that...
Well, wrong.
Well, if we just have...
All right. So how was last night? Did you get a good night's sleep?
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar. Get it?
Huh.
See? This guy...
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too. Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa! Thank you so much,
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele?
Oh, it's all right.
It's been a while!
Oh, it's you two. I've heard that you also help.
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must... What's in this thing?
Of course.
Oh, it's...
Well, it's a gift for future, but it's the Spina's, so
Oh,
Everyone, thanks to the protection of the Spina. Even
Oh, it's the...
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent.
What?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. But Romeo and his folks must have gotten wind as well. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're
they have smartened up since we caught them
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking and...
Sorry, I underestimated the situation.
on the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clement.
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeo and his followers hate the Spina, and everything. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line...
Are they insane? There's tons of
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, we have to issue an evacuation order.
Let's get everyone onto our ship.
My dear partner, if the explosives do go off, not only would let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us now.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Watch out, boss! What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all...
You mean... Oh. I get it now.
Not quite. Though I share their... And that's because, out of the entire
You better stick close to me.
Romeo promised me that he would leave, but it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky trap. Romeo has lost his patience.
Why?
Only someone as clueless. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, but I saw it all with my own. And it was all Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you.
So the shock and grief you showed us before...
Now you're catching on. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, back then because of that aquabus, we had a huge fallout. The years passed by in a blur after that, but then he died. And it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else.
Don't listen to him, boss!
Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay?
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a Yeah, but is that really?
Shut your mouth! I don't know how to
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be You've somehow managed to pin the blame for-
Get out of the way, Flor!
You're gonna have- Boss!
Maybe you think you're being the realist, but the love that I felt from and even now, I will continue.
Coming at ya! This one's got your name on it! Ah! Ha-ha! Yeah! Feeling lucky? A proper send-off! From the Spina with love, this one's got your name on it! Ha! 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 Ha-ha!
Laurent, if you find any of Coulter's, I can't allow my partner to fake.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know.
Let's hurry up there! We have to protect the Clementine line! If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have played... Quick, let's find shelter. Hey! Here! Let the world collide! They certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction. Everyone hold hands. These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. How come old Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff? Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for? Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the... Let me turn this guy over. Oh, he's super heavy. He could probably eat a whole Paimon. Oh, you found it! That's amazing! That should do it, right? Navia and Florent should be able to relax. Oh, you're right. They're gonna bury Poisson!
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block? I'm doing this the Spina way.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once apart.
I have nothing, regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified. Anyone who's willing to, please prosecute them in accordance.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, all right. This operation is a wrap. Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone! And you were so cool!
Yeah. Luckily, we were just... It's...
But you usually...
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators and it seems like Romeo really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally
Got it. Coulter, I can understand how you feel. I am not callous, and but I will not change how I feel about our future. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson, so that one day...
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Cap, there are too many things in life that are just...
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula. But once you're discharged from the fort...
Thank you.
as I thought.
She is also... Thank you for protecting the Clement. I was actually really scared, you know. If I'd lost the Clement, a name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see seeing it still standing there, tall and...
What happened while we were gone?
Just give her some time.
Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
How do you feel, Navia?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. I used to think that I'd never doubt my... Coulter mentioned my parents. Do you think...
Don't think like that, Navia. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Well, since it's ended up like this, there's something that I've been...
Florent, I hope you can understand.
Don't worry.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's... this?
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to but special time. Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the...
This is... Papa. Mother. And me.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records.
Wow!
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't—
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still—
We wanted to commemorate her contribution.
I don't know what.
With Navia.
We're gathered here that we support you.
That's what we believe as well.
Thank you so. This really is. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams. Seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you. Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier. I'm sure to me, that would be a family portrait. I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of— It seems like, looking back on it, I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, even though my parents had very different— The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little close-minded to assess or evaluate it only from the— I think that's probably— It seems, looking back on it, oh, forget it. Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't